Welcome back, everyone. LanceScurvX here. The question of the day is, can your love survive old age? You see, love is one of the most commonly used words in the world, yet it may also be one of the least understood. Ask 1,000 people what love is, and you will likely receive 1,000 different answers. Some answers will sound similar, while others will be completely different. Some will overlap. That's because love is not experienced the same way by everyone. Each person filters it through their own life experiences, desires, expectations, victories, disappointments, and worst of all, their wounds. Many people grow up believing that love is supposed to look a certain way. They believe it must be filled with constant passion, endless compliments, romantic gestures, and a never-ending desire to be in each other's presence every waking moment. Social media has only intensified this belief by presenting carefully edited snapshots of relationships that often hide the realities that exist behind closed doors. The problem with this fantasy is that it creates unrealistic expectations. It teaches people to chase feelings instead of foundations. It encourages them to pursue excitement instead of stability. It convinces them that butterflies in the stomach are more important than trust in the heart. As a result, many relationships collapse because they were built on emotions that were never designed to carry the weight of a lifetime commitment. Real love often looks very different from what many people expect. It is not always loud. It is not always dramatic. It does not always announce itself with fireworks and grand displays of affection. Sometimes real love is quiet. Sometimes it is practical. Sometimes it is shown through sacrifice, consistency, patience, loyalty, and respect. The older I get, the more I understand that what lasts in a relationship is rarely the thing that attracted people together in the first place. Physical beauty changes, bodies age, energy levels shift, circumstances evolve. But if a relationship is built on something deeper than physical attraction, it can survive storms that would destroy relationships built only on appearance and emotion. One of the greatest misunderstandings about love is the belief that it is primarily a feeling. Feelings are important, but feelings are unstable. They rise and fall. They come and go. They change with moods, circumstances, stress levels, financial pressures, and countless other factors. If love depends entirely on feelings, then what happens when those feelings temporarily disappear? This is where many people make a fatal mistake. They assume that because they no longer feel the same excitement they once felt, the love must be gone. In reality, they may simply be experiencing the natural transition from emotional attraction to genuine commitment. Commitment is not glamorous. Commitment does not always generate likes and comments online. Commitment is choosing the same person when life becomes difficult. Commitment is standing firm when challenges appear. Commitment is remaining trustworthy when opportunities for betrayal present themselves. Many people fall in love with how someone looks. Fewer people fall in love with how someone truly is. Beauty can attract attention. Character earns trust. A perfect body cannot carry a relationship through financial hardship. A handsome face cannot solve communication problems. Physical attraction cannot repair broken integrity. Eventually, every relationship reaches a point where looks alone become insufficient. That is when the true foundation is tested. One of the strongest foundations of any lasting relationship is respect. Respect is often overlooked because it is not as exciting as passion. It does not create dramatic stories. It does not produce emotional highs. Yet relationships without respect are living on borrowed time. Respect means valuing another person's thoughts even when you disagree. It means recognizing their humanity. It means honoring their boundaries. It means protecting their dignity even when they are not present. Many people claim to love someone while constantly disrespecting them. That is not love. Love without respect becomes control. Love without respect becomes manipulation. Love without respect becomes selfishness. Real love recognizes the worth of another human being. It refuses to tear them down to elevate itself. It refuses to use humiliation as a weapon. It refuses to treat commitment like a game. When two people genuinely respect each other, they create an environment where trust can grow. Trust becomes the bridge that carries the relationship through difficult seasons. Nobody stays young forever. The smooth skin eventually wrinkles. The strong body eventually weakens. The dark hair eventually turns gray. The energy that once seemed endless begins to slow down. This reality terrifies many people because they have been so conditioned to place so much value on physical appearance. But here's the truth many people refuse to face. If your relationship is built mainly on physical attraction, time becomes your enemy. If your relationship is built on respect, trust, loyalty, and shared purpose, time becomes your ally and your best friend. As years pass, something beautiful can happen. Two people begin to appreciate each other on levels that have nothing to do with appearance. They become companions. They become teammates. They become trusted partners navigating life together. The relationship evolves beyond attraction. It matures into something stronger, something deeper, something that cannot be measured by looks alone. We live in a world where people can see a photograph and convince themselves they are in love. One picture, one video, one carefully crafted image, and suddenly they imagine a future with someone they know absolutely nothing about. That is not love. It's projection. People are often falling in love with fantasies they created in their own minds. They are attracted to appearances while remaining completely unaware of character. They know the filters. They know the poses. They know the highlights. But they do not know the person. Real love requires time. Real love requires observation. Real love requires consistency. Real love is discovered through everyday experiences, not manufactured through digital illusions. The strongest relationships are rarely built overnight. They are built brick by brick through shared experiences, mutual respect, and proven reliability. The relationships that survive decades are rarely perfect. They survive because they possess certain qualities that cannot be easily destroyed. They possess honesty. They possess loyalty. They possess accountability. They possess patience. They possess forgiveness. They possess mutual respect. Most importantly, they possess commitment. Commitment is what keeps two people working together when the easy option would be walking away. Commitment says, I choose this relationship even when life is difficult. Commitment says, I value what we have built. Commitment says, I understand that lasting love requires effort. Many people want the rewards of commitment without accepting the responsibilities that come with it. But true love is not maintained by wishes. It's maintained by daily actions. Small actions repeated over many years become the pillars that support a lasting union. The truth is that love means different things to different people. There is no single definition that fits every relationship. What one person views as love may look completely different from another person's experience. That is simply the nature of human connection. However, despite these differences, certain truths remain universal. Relationships that endure are rarely sustained by attraction alone. They survive because they are rooted in respect, trust, loyalty, integrity, and commitment. The excitement that exists in the beginning can be wonderful, but excitement is not enough to carry a relationship through decades of life. Eventually, every couple will face challenges that demand something deeper than emotion. Real love is not measured by how intensely you feel today. It's measured by how faithfully you continue to show up tomorrow. It's revealed through consistency, sacrifice, and the willingness to honor your commitment even when circumstances change. When the beauty fades, when the hair turns gray, when the body slows down, and when life delivers its inevitable hardships, the question is no longer whether someone looks attractive. The question becomes whether the foundation was strong enough to survive the passage of time. That is the kind of love worth pursuing, not the love that dazzles for a moment, but the love that remains standing when everything superficial has fallen away. I dedicate this piece to my brother, Jack Griffin, and his lovely wife, whose name I'll keep private. I just want him to know that I thought of the both of them and their wonderful relationship and universal love when I wrote this piece. Thank you so much. LanceScurvX out. On to the next one, and as always, peace.